Hello everybody, welcome to Voices of Friedreich's Ataxia. Our goal is to raise awareness and funds to cure Friedreich's Ataxia, FA. Today we will talk about Trust by Kendall Harvey. Love this reminder as I impatiently await a cure for Friedreich's Ataxia. Life is beautiful, even with this ugly disease. Cure FA. God is good. Kendall Harvey is also an FA patient, and this information was taken from Team Kendall with their permission. The link is provided in description. Hello everybody, welcome to Voices of Friedreich's Ataxia. Our goal is to raise awareness and funds to cure Friedreich's Ataxia, FA. Today we will talk about Fairy Tales, Dreams, and a Cure for FA by Kendall Harvey. When you are the parent of kids ages 5 and 3, you read lots of fairy tale books and watch countless Disney movies. You become part of the wonderful stories and see hard-working ladies becoming princesses, toys saving the day, friendships defying the odds, families overcoming adversity, romances growing stronger, and animals making unlikely friends. In short, you get to enter a dreamland where anything is possible. I recently watched Disney's Cinderella with my kids. In it, Cinderella sings a song titled, "A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes." It got me thinking about my dreams. When I was diagnosed with Friedreich's Ataxia, FA, in 2013 at the age of 25, my dreams subtly changed. I slowly stopped dreaming about grand adventures and exciting activities. My dreams became simpler and calmer. I was slowing down, and my dreaming self began to imitate my awake self. I suddenly realized I could no longer run or jump in my dreams. I wasn't the hero of my dreams anymore. I began using a walker full-time in 2018. About 3 months after that, I began seeing my walker in my dreams. I was so discouraged. It felt as though my subconscious and my heart had given up on my true dream of finding a cure for FA and no longer needing my walker. It seemed as though my entire self had accepted FA as my reality, and my escape from reality was gone. Most fairy tales have some sort of adversity or antagonist, something for our heroes to overcome. Often, that is where we meet the villain of the story. FA is the villain I never saw coming. It's the kind of villain no one prepares you for because it's so unexpected. It's a smart and relentless villain. Just when you think you have adjusted to the new challenge FA has thrown your way, a new plot twist occurs. For example, I have grown used to my walker, which helps me stay safe on 2 feet. I'm going on 100 days without a fall, knock on wood. But recently, my FA has taken hold of my feet and caused painful new symptoms including cramps, clawed toes, high arches, and a dangerous loss of sensation. It's always back and forth. FA is not the stuff of dreams. It's the making of nightmares. It's not the adversity I plan to face in my fairy tale, nor is it a simple villain to overcome. However, I still root for the hero, which in this case is anyone battling FA. Revisiting these fairy tale adventures with my kids makes me nostalgic for the carefree days of my childhood, before my future was controlled by a cruel and relentlessly progressive disease. I am so thankful that their eyes still fill with wonder and their dreams are full of hope from these stories. I appreciate the underlying narrative of the stories in which kindness, strength, goodness, love, and bravery triumph over hardships. I know that real life is not a Disney movie, but I will keep wishing and dreaming for my fairy tale ending, a cure for Friedreich's ataxia. Kendall Harvey is also an FA patient, and this information was taken from Team Kendall with their permission. The link is provided in description. Hello everybody, welcome to Voices of Friedreich's Ataxia. Our goal is to raise awareness and funds to cure Friedreich's ataxia, FA. Today we will talk about Celebrate Every Victory by Kendall Harvey. Today marks 2 years since I fell and obliterated my ankle. Friedreich's ataxia won that day. I honestly thought that life as I knew it was over that day. I didn't think I would ever walk again. My stubborn determination prevailed and I made a full recovery. I won. 9 months later, FA won again and I had to make the switch to using a mobility aid full-time. It's been a give and take every day since I was diagnosed in 2013. I tend to count every day without a fall a victory. Making it through May 28th without falling carries more weight, because I'm superstitious. Some days, not falling isn't enough. I get sick of conciliation victories. I desperately wish I was able to count the days I ran 5 miles or wowed my kids by doing a backflip on the trampoline as a victory. Sometimes, just counting the days I managed to stay on 2 feet doesn't seem like enough to declare a victory. FA is emotional. I feel hopeless, exhausted and terrified about my future. I feel like I'm carrying a weight that continues to get heavier no matter what I do. Those emotions claim a victory in the name of FA some days/weeks/months. But I have a victory in Jesus that no disease can take from me. I have the best husband ever, my kids are ridiculously crazy cute, and healthy, my parents are the most phenomenal people, and I have the kindest and funniest friends. Yes, FA has my body and, some days, my emotions, but I have so much more than that. So I will continue celebrating the little victories because the sweet things make life worth living. Kendall Harvey is also an FA patient and this information was taken from Team Kendall with their permission. The link is provided in description. Hello everybody, welcome to Voices of Friedreich's Ataxia. Our goal is to raise awareness and funds to cure Friedreich's ataxia, FA. Today we will talk about It's Okay to Ask Me About FA by Kendall Harvey. The biggest things in our lives tend to occupy most of our brain space, such as family, significant others, friends, jobs, goals, pets, finances, plans, and so on. I have an additional big thing, Friedreich's ataxia. Before I was diagnosed with FA in 2013, I was just like every other 25-year-old, and no genuine life or death struggles complicated my thoughts or plans. After I was diagnosed, FA took over most of my thoughts. Even now, 7 years in, I estimate that FA enters my conscious thoughts about once a minute. Sometimes it's just a subtle acknowledgement, while other times it's a deep thought or depressing realization. Even if I start thinking about something else, my trail of thought usually takes me in the direction of FA. For example, I can sit down to have lunch with my kids. Everything might be going fine when I see my daughter take the last sip of water out of her sippy cup. My brain will switch to autopilot, and I might think, Can I reach my walker now, or do I need to stand to reach for it? Is there kid stuff all over the floor, or can I easily wheel over to her to get her cup to refill it? Did my husband fill it last? If so, I hope he didn't tighten it too much, or else I can't open it. FA makes something so simple and mindless as refilling a sippy cup complicated. Many friends have told me they want to ask about FA and how I'm doing, but they don't want to make me think about it. I always respond, I am always thinking about FA in one way or another, and I'm an open book. Always feel free to ask me anything. I don't often bring it up, but I am always willing to talk about it. Like everyone, I strive for balance in my relationships. It's give and take. If I turn every conversation into a rambling dissertation about my disease or a therapy session in which I dump all of my thoughts and feelings about FA, I doubt many people would want to keep talking with me. It's like if someone else only talked about work, the current show they're watching, or their dog. It might be interesting for a while, but there's more to them than one aspect of their life, even if it occupies most of their brain waves. It's a good idea to listen as much as to talk, and to cover different topics. I don't want people to hesitate to broach the subject of FA with me. I could talk about it endlessly. I strive to be open and approachable. However, there is more to me than FA. That's why I don't always bring it up. Even though it occupies a majority of my thoughts, it isn't the star of my life. I prefer talking about enjoyable things or topics that people can relate to. Not everyone has a progressive, degenerative disease with no cure, but most people can relate to family anecdotes, work stories, or similar topics. All this is to say, I am happy to talk about FA, but I usually won't bring it up first. I like escaping my dark, spiraling, FA-centered thoughts when I have the chance. In other words, I am just like everyone else. Disclaimer. This is my personal approach to my disability. Not everyone with other abilities is happy to talk about their condition. As with anyone, use your best judgment when you're curious. Also, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Kendall Harvey is also an FA patient, and this information was taken from Team Kendall with their permission. The link is provided in description. Hello everybody, welcome to Voices of Friedreich's Ataxia. Our goal is to raise awareness and funds to cure Friedreich's Ataxia, FA. Today we will talk about Pros and Cons of Mothering with FA by Kendall Harvey. I am the proud mother to 2 children, my 5-year-old son and my nearly 3-year-old daughter. We just celebrated Mother's Day last weekend. My family always does a wonderful job of making me feel loved and cherished. Annual celebratory events tend to turn me introspective. All weekend, I was thinking about how living with a progressively degenerative disease like Friedreich's Ataxia, FA, has shaped my motherhood journey. My disease has changed who I am, so it has changed the kind of mom I once thought I would be, for better and worse. Here are the positive changes FA has had on my role as a mother. I am hyper-aware of the struggles my kids face, and the ones they will face. As an FA patient, I have been burdened with more than my fair share of struggle, yet I am becoming stronger every day. I am determined to equip my kids to handle any situation that could come their way. I want them to know the value of struggle, grow through it, and feel proud of the outcome. My kids don't see disability the way most of the world does. To them, I am not that lady with the walker that talks differently. I am just mom. My kids see the people behind the disability. They see the person who happens to use a wheelchair versus the disabled person. I am so proud of their hearts and open minds that see people first, differences second. I am more intentional about my time with my kids. With chronic fatigue being my main symptom, I don't have an abundance of energy to entertain them or keep up with them. I have to be smart in my modifications, and conserve where I can. When I am having a good day, we go on adventures, craft, cook together, have dance parties, etc. On days where my fatigue gets the better of me, we snuggle and read books, color, watch movies, and play board games. I am so proud of my body. I am proud that it safely carried 2 perfectly healthy babies to term, delivered them into the world, provided nourishment for them, and healed completely. I am proud of what my body has let me do in this new role of mothering through a chronic illness, and I am thankful that it withstands me pushing my limits daily. Here are the negative changes FA has had on my role as a mother. I am not able to do a lot of the things I always dreamed of doing, like running after them when teaching how to ride a bike or scooping them off the playground when they fall. I don't get to run through puddles holding their hands, or show off my old high school cheerleading tricks. These frustrating shortcomings never get easier. My disease is relentlessly progressive. My kids see me exercise, eat well, take medicine and vitamins, go to physical therapy and countless doctor's appointments, basically all of the things we teach our kids to do to get better. However, I am not getting better. Despite all my efforts, my many symptoms are progressing. I am getting worse. That is a confusing message to comprehend, especially for toddler minds. I worry endlessly about how my FA will affect their futures. Will they be bullied in school for having the disabled mom? Will they lose faith in doctors and clean living since that didn't help mom? Will they resent me for the things they missed out on because of my limitations? Will their hearts harden and become calloused by the unfairness of disease? My darkest insecurity is that I'm not enough for them and that they deserve a better, normal, healthier mom. That they would be better off with a mom who can do all of the things FA doesn't allow me to do. The beautiful thing about my kids is how they humble me, constantly show me that my life is about more than FA and that I am capable of a fuller life than I imagined, despite my disability. I don't appreciate the countless facets of motherhood that FA has changed from me, but I appreciate the strong, kind, independent, compassionate, tolerant, observant, and helpful kids FA is helping me raise. Parenting is emotional no matter your health, so it's no surprise that parenting with a chronic illness is a roller coaster. My faith confirms that I am exactly the right mother for my kids. In the words of Kyle, my husband, our kids see how strong a mother can be in a world when so much has been thrown at her. Kendall Harvey is also an FA patient and this information was taken from Team Kendall with their permission. The link is provided in description. Hello everybody, welcome to Voices of Friedreich's Ataxia. Our goal is to raise awareness and funds to cure Friedreich's Ataxia, FA. Today we will talk about Having FA plus a new puppy equals craziness. By Kendall Harvey. I'm always alarmed when I notice the progression of my Friedreich's Ataxia, FA, symptoms, which highlight the harsh reality of my progressive neurological disease. Recently we got a new puppy, and training her has highlighted my FA progression. The last time I had a puppy was 2008. I got my sweet Boston Terrier Boomer when he was 9 weeks old. He lived with me in my college apartment, and I potty trained him and taught him basic tricks. I also leash trained him and got him addicted to playing fetch. I was able to do everything required for a puppy. I could chase him down. I could scoop him up. I could carry him to the spot where he had potty accidents to correct him. I could run to his rescue when he was about to fall off the couch. I could lug around heavy dog food bags. I took him on adventures on hiking trails and in dog parks. I absolutely loved having a puppy. This was all before I began showing symptoms of FA, which began in 2013. Boomer has been my companion for 12 years. He was with me the first day my husband, Kyle, moved in after we got married. He went to sand volleyball and co-ed softball with us every week. He quickly befriended his new fur brother, our cat, Ollie. Boomer didn't leave my side on the sleepless nights I spent crying after my FA diagnosis. He snuggled my pregnant belly and graciously welcomed home my son, and then my daughter. He quickly adjusted to my using a walker. He is getting older now and slowing down, so we randomly decided to get a puppy to reinvigorate his routine and keep him active. Naively, I didn't think twice about how FA would complicate my ability to train and raise a puppy before we impulsively adopted another Boston Terrier a few weeks ago, Betty Jo. It certainly has been an adjustment. I can't be there for Betty Jo the way I was for Boomer. Luckily, she isn't fazed by my walker. She doesn't seem afraid of it and we haven't gotten in each other's way. However, because my hands are always on my walker handles, I don't have the ability to carry her around. This makes it really difficult to potty train her. I can't take her over to the scene of the crime to scold her accidents. I can't scoop her up and take her out in the backyard when she starts sniffing for a potty spot. I can't sprint over to grab things from her mouth when she's eating something she shouldn't. This new reality has taken some adjustments, allowing me to be creative in my training adaptations. She is a smart dog, and we are figuring things out together. My 5-year-old son, Brooks, adores Betty Jo, and vice versa. He has been a huge help with her. Brooks loves scooping her up and carrying her outside or to her bed. He loves playing fetch out in the yard with her. They are quickly becoming best friends, and I am so thankful for that. She also happily walks on her leash when I secure its handle to my walker. I am glad that I didn't overthink the decision to get a new dog. My family would have missed out on all of the joy and laughter that Betty Jo has brought to our lives in the 2 weeks she's been in our family. My day-to-day life isn't quite what I had imagined, but it is still wonderful. Kendall Harvey is also an FA patient and this information was taken from Team Kendall with their permission. The link is provided in description.